Hi, I'm Patty Hodge, and this is at Dr. Nurses Rock. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, I encourage you to go to my Start Here or my welcome video. It'll help you understand what I'm trying to accomplish here on this channel. I am a retired nurse practitioner in psychiatry, and I started this channel in the beginning of 2025. So one of the things that I've been doing is learning how to use the technology and how to make things a little more interesting for people. But I can't know it's working unless you let me know, and that means some kind of engagement with my videos. So if you could, please leave a comment or hit the like button, or subscribe, and then invite someone else to do the same. If you share a video, that also helps to grow the channel. And that helps me to reach more people and to know what's helping you. So today, the thing that has prompted this video is we've had some plumbing issues here in this household. And for literally days on end, we had industrial fans running 24 hours a day, making this terrible racket. And it was very unnerving. And, you can't rest, you can't hear yourself think, basically. And it's so stressful. So today the fans are gone, and I'm thinking, it just echoes, that noise just echoes the noise that's happening in our media, on social media, in the world, in the way that people are reacting to things that, are being politicized. And it does not have the result of peace, inner peace, when we have to deal with this all the time. So today I really want to encourage you to help the people in the community here by sharing with us some of the things that you can do or that you have done that are just really simple, that don't cost anything, except maybe some time, talent, maybe some treasure, I don't know. But things that other people could do if they chose, if they found this thing interesting or had a passion about it the way that you do. So I'm going to give you some suggestions of some of the things that I find have given me a smile. It's all we're really looking for is to help people find that place where they can trust that you're not out to harm them, trust that you're going to receive them with love, and that when they are not in your presence, they remember you, even if they don't know who you are, as someone who was kind to them. And hopefully you'll be kind back. So one of the concepts that I have spoken about here before, but I'm going to keep talking about it because it's important, is just for today. It's something that in the group that I belong to, or that I identify with, which is the ACOA group, which is Adult Children of Alcoholics and Dysfunctional Families. And so that just for today is a 12-step thing where we take it a day at a time. So the thing that I would ask you to try to do today is to keep in mind that everyone is doing the best that they can with the resources that they have available to them under the circumstances that they're dealing with on any given day. And so just for today, the challenge that I'm going to put out there is that I will think the best of everyone that I encounter. Okay? And I'm going to ask you to try to do that and see what happens, and let me know in the comments what your experience has been if you decide to do that. That just for today, whatever day that is, I will think the best of everyone that I encounter. And what I hope happens is that there's an energy shift around you, that your energy, your little light in the world, which we all have just that little light, not all of us have a big platform to express ourselves on, so that your little light starts to shine, and that your impact on the next person is helpful and helps them to feel love and kindness and respect and safety around you. And you have that in return. So some of the things that I want to suggest, back in February, around Valentine's Day, I put together a little free PDF, which you can find. I'll put a link. Just on Gumroad. It's just a list of things that were self-care if you didn't have a Valentine. But some of them are related to doing things that nourish your spirit, which is basically what I'm talking about today. And so you might want to just have a copy of that in front of you so that you can refer back to it or add to it, and then let me know what you've added. So I put this little challenge out on my Facebook page, Patty Hodge, PattyHodge, on Facebook. And I don't post a lot on there, so you're not going to be bothered by a lot of posts from me, but I do let people know when a new video has been posted on YouTube. And occasionally I'll put a little challenge up, like I did today, which is, tell me some simple thing that puts a smile on your face, that brings more joy to you, that you could do to bring more joy to other people in the world, especially right now when things feel kind of bleak. Yeah. So one of the things that I found on Facebook, I guess there were 3 or 4 today that showed up, which helped me decide to put this little video out for you. One of them is, I saw it's an organization, and I don't know what they're looking for as far as donations go, but I don't think you need to join the organization to see what it is they're doing and somehow make it your thing, okay? But one of them was send a lunchbox note to a child. And how amazing would that be, just to say something warm and kind to a child who may go hungry or might have gone hungry if there wasn't some kind of organization like this to provide some food for them. And then they're going the extra mile to say, do something for their spirit as well as their body, which is send a lunchbox note. Now, like I said, you don't have to contribute to this. You don't even have to look it up. But what you could do is, if you know a child, send a child a note. I also saw a video where someone was just randomly approaching strangers with pre-written notes. And they each had some kind of little affirmation on it or something that, helped. When you watch the person read the note, some of them burst into tears, like they really needed that message that day. And that was like having an angel step up to them and say, hey, the world is not so terrible a place. Someone is thinking of you, and here's a message of hope and care for you. Doesn't cost anything, does it? Except, some scribble paper and a pencil, and, hitting a random park someplace and just handing somebody a note. Another one I saw today was something to do with a little boy who in the 1990s was 7 years old, and he heard his teacher talking about people in foreign country that didn't have water, and he was so moved by that he asked, what would it cost to help people get water to build a well? And back in the day, somebody said $70. So he worked, did part-time jobs and things as a 7-year-old to put together $70. And then when he tried to donate that, or whatever it was that he tried to do, they said the real cost was about $2,000. And that did not deter him. He worked even harder. And up to this point now, he's in his 30s, and he has provided wells to over 300 communities in this country in Africa, these countries in Africa, where people did not have running water. So, I mean, those are above and beyond what the average person wants to do. But he had a passion. And I'm wondering what your passion is. If you have something that you think, I really want to do that, but you just didn't do it. And now I'm saying maybe the time to do it. I think like planting a tree, or even supporting an organization that makes that their mission to reforest the planet. If you don't have any money, there are such things as seeds, and there are such things as trees that you can nurture until you can plant them someplace where they can grow and help a community. And especially, in my mind, a fruit tree or something that provides food for people. I love those community gardens that I see in parks and things where members can go in and tend a small piece of the garden, and then they share in the produce that happens there. That's kind of an amazing thing to do. That shows care for your neighbor. Some of the other things I just thought I should mention. Someone posted something about a kindergarten project where you call a telephone number and they have recorded messages of support for people. Wow. I'll post that number below. I called it myself today, and it was so sweet to hear those little tiny voices saying some really wise things about how to feel better and how to boost your spirits. So some of these things, I think the challenge of asking you, like, what do you think you could do? Like, do a random act of kindness throughout the day. And in that little PDF, I just had a couple of things. Pay it forward for someone at the lunch counter. I saw another video where it's, I think the caption was, "This is the only reason I want to be rich." And it was a young man who stood behind elderly people as they were checking out in a store, and he used his credit card to pay their bill before they were even finished. And like the look of surprise and joy and relief on some of these people's faces was just a treasure to behold. So I did ask and one person did respond so far, and she says that she speaks to everyone that she makes eye contact with in a day's time. And that sometimes she will dance in the aisle in a supermarket, I guess, if there's music playing overhead. So that's my friend and a subscriber, Roseanne, and I thought I'm shouting out to Roseanne for taking up the challenge and for talking about something that she does that doesn't cost anything, that makes people smile, that makes her feel better. I shop at a supermarket here in town that requires that you put a quarter in the cart in order to free it from the line of carts and do your shopping, and then you return it and you collect your quarter. So it doesn't really cost you anything, but you have to have the coin. And I remember I was scrambling in my purse trying to find my quarter, and I was really stressed and frustrated, and some woman just handed me a quarter, and I said, "You must be an angel." And she smiled. She says, "Not an angel." I said, "I think maybe you are and you just don't know it." So of course I paid it forward the next time out. That quarter made the rounds. Now if the next person who got that quarter passed it on to somebody else, that's even a bigger bonus. So there are times when I will just leave a quarter on the sill next to the carts, and so someone can have a cart without having to scramble for the change in their purse. So these are the kinds of things that I'm encouraging you to share with me. Like, what have you done that you know has brought a smile to someone's face? What has someone else done for you to help you feel a little more joy and a little more love and a little more safety in the world? So please, if you like this video, I sincerely ask you to engage with it. I want you to engage with the channel and with the community here. I'd like you to just hit the like button. It costs nothing. Hit the subscribe button. It costs nothing. And leave a comment. That allows other people to have the courage to speak up as well. And that will just grow the channel, and we'll just reach more people, you and I together. And that would be so much fun for me. So thank you for listening, and have a great day.